couple of my kids during COVID, and I thought it was going great until I realized I was overlooking a major class, and that was gym. So one morning I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna wear y'all's asses out today. We're gonna start with some jumping jacks. Y'all ready? And they looked at me like, what is that? And I was like, don't play with me. I know you know what jumping jacks are. You did them at school before all this, right? And they're like, so I'm like trying to verbally explain a jumping jack, which is weird. And I'm like, oh, well, duh, here, I'll do like 5, okay? I have a torn ACL and a torn meniscus that I forget about. And on jumping jack number 1, my knee bends obviously the wrong way and I scream bloody murder. And they're first and second grade, holding each other, shaking in terror, looking at me like I'm trying to kill them. So I was like, you know what, just fuck it. Y'all are skinny, I'm not worried about it. Just, you get an A in gym for the whole rest of the year. Never mind. And in the meantime, I got my 4-year-old. He's not like actually reading yet, but he's mimicking reading all the time. He's walking around like, where's my cat box book? My cat box book. We don't have a cat, let alone a cat box. I don't know where this cat box stuff is coming from. So he picks up my daughter's unicorn book, and he proceeds to read it as follows. Mrs. Catbox went to the store. Mrs. Catbox came home. So I'm holding my face trying to keep my shit together because he is in this phase where he's taking himself very seriously. He thinks he's Charles fucking Dickens right now. And I shan't laugh at him unless he's telling me a joke. So next thing I know, Mrs. Catbox is in a tree, and Mrs. Catbox's mom is looking at the tree saying, my son. So now I got a couple of questions, and my suspicion is confirmed when he next says, Mrs. Catbox was walking with his mom. So I lost my shit. Mrs. Catbox is a boy. I laughed so hard I peed all over his bed. Oh, my poor boy. I'm laughing at his story, and I peed on his bed. I couldn't make it to the cat box. I was so angry at myself. You guys remember in the news about like 6 or 7 years ago, there was an older lady that had to be rescued while she was hiking in Arizona. A helicopter came in, and she's on a gurney hanging from the cable. And I don't think she can see much, like maybe an air hole, but she starts like spinning violently. Y'all remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I would have just died from sheer terror. Because if I'm spinning that rapidly and I hear a helicopter, I'm going to be like, I know what's going on. I've been strapped to the rotor. I've obviously been kidnapped by one of those 1950 secret agent villains, and they're going to torture me and kill me. Oh my God, don't leave me in the desert with my broken leg with the vultures, please. But she's okay. Yeah. And thank you guys.